Ask for most interesting thing somebody ever asked you to do on a first date.
Kirk Frost, Rasheeda's husband. Before they were married, when I first met him, he wrote his name and number on 20 $100 bills and begged me to call him. David! Not begged me, but he asked me to call him.
So he pretty much gave you $2,000 to call him.
Yeah. What? I wrote his name and number on the front and back of each one.
Oh.
So I got a Lincoln Navigator. I got quite a thing.
What? From him? Oh, go on the first date?
Not the first day, maybe 2 hours before.
So how fast did you call him?
The next day.
I know you did.
You didn't call that night? No, I never suggested, but I did call the next day. I'd have been in the Uber. I'm on the way.
Okay.
As a prominent participant on the reality show Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Kirk Frost had been under public scrutiny for years. His private life was turned into a popular television show, and his marriage to Rasheeda was both a cautionary tale and an enthralling love story. The highs and lows of their marriage were publicly publicized, but the real story, the one that lay under the surface, was much worse than anyone could have imagined. The details were made public on him. It was a commonplace event that would alter everyone's life forever. Kirk's ex-wife, who had largely stayed out of the spotlight, felt it was time to speak up. During an exclusive interview, she made a shocking finding that shocked Ross's social media and the tabloids. The ideal family that had been promoted to the public for years was shattered by her remarks, which were like a hammer striking the surface of a delicate planet. Everyone's life was altered by the unexpected claims. The audience was saddened when she revealed in the interview that Kirk had impregnated his stepdaughter, revealing a terrible and unimaginable fact. Kirk, who appeared to be a loving spouse and parent, was suddenly embroiled in a scandal that may have a lasting negative impact on his reputation and career. As she talked about the betrayal that ruined her life, his ex-wife was not holding back. Kirk took action. Not pardon everyone who heard her speech was amazed by their calmness and intensity. Along with me, everyone who trusted him, including his own family, had been duped. He went above and beyond what I could have imagined. How could a man, father, or spouse do such a horrible thing? As usual, the truth had come to light, but the solutions were concealed beneath layers of regret and terror. There was no denying the reality. Was prepared for the ex-wife's constant charges that Rasheeda, Kirk's wife, had known about the situation from the beginning. Just as shocking as the actual discovery was the notion that Rasheeda had some knowledge of her husband's actions. Even after it became clear what Kirk had done, Rasheeda remained to protect him, even though she knew that Kirk's ex-wife might not have told her everything that was going on.
You have a baby by the school.
Do I have a baby? Do I look like I got a baby by?
Do you know her? Have you seen her before? Jock is the king of shade.
Hold on, Tom. I ain't no king of nothing.
Don't be teaching him how to be shady.
Ain't no teaching nothing. I'm talking my part right now.
Okay, all this whispering, it ain't working for me. I gotta look out for my girls and sheep. This chick has put all my girls' business out on front. Oh, don't be shy now, Kirk. Tell the truth.
We don't even know what's going on. She said she took to the child with you, and I'm just like, I want to dead all and do it out of respect. I feel like you should know. And yeah, I have to speak.
Kirk, this is not the time to laugh. It's my girl involved.
Come on with all that.
Let's go. You so aggressive for all the time. Let's go.
That's what it is. And I mean, Carter could be as mad as she wants to, but you gotta face the facts. I mean, this is a cat that used to go to scouts 2 years ago. So you know I'm gonna look out for her.
You don't know me?
I might have seen you in Atlanta.
Kirk, you don't know me.
Do I?
If that's your response, great. Because now I know where the you stand. So you ain't never meet with me at my mother's house before. But
I'm listening. Kirk,
what?
I don't really know what's going on.
I mean, I feel like this space says it all.
I mean, this is how I look. You know about Rasheeda.
Of course.
So you know I'm a married man, right?
Of course.
What would you be doing for me? If you
Don't try to flip the script right now.
Asking you a question.
What would you be doing for me as a married man?
I see you have some drinks, huh?
As the story's facts came to light, The public found it difficult to comprehend what had transpired behind closed doors, exposing the full extent of Kirk's claimed actions as well as the complex and ambiguous circumstances surrounding the alleged pregnancy. After her surprising comment, the public began to question Rasheeda's portrayal as the devoted wife who supported her husband no matter what. In reality, how much did Rasheeda know? Had the man she loved taken her by surprise, or had she missed it? The trust built over many years of marriage had certainly been shattered, and a family had been divided. For Rasheeda, the revelation was final. She had to face Kirk about the reality after standing by her husband through many rumors and scandals, or else she would have to risk continuing to protect her husband and the father of her children. As the situation quickly deteriorated due to the deluge of tabloids and internet comments, the Globe anxiously awaited her response. The uproar surrounding the Frost family increased as more and more people voiced their opinions, and after what they had seen, hip-hop and romance enthusiasts felt as though they had also been tricked. While some wondered if Rasheeda had participated in the cover-up for Kirk, others felt sad for her as she felt deceived by both her husband and her stepdaughter. His reputation, which had been meticulously built over years of public appearances and reality TV fame, had been suddenly ruined by the episode, which seemed to be the culmination of everything he had worked for. The adventure of Kirk and Rasheeda among all the chaos, one question was left unsolved. Why did Kirk do it? What had he done to so blatantly violate his family's and his closest friends' trust? Was there a more significant issue that had been brewing for years, or was it just a show of weakness? Even though Kirk's ex-wife may have stated the truth, it doesn't seem feasible that anyone would ever know until Kirk made the decision to come out and speak the truth. Every time the story took a new turn, the entire world would be watching to see if the Frost family would survive this terrible revelation, or if a secret too terrible to bear would destroy them. Rasheeda, Kirk, and their families would have to face harsh scrutiny and tough choices as a result of the original shocking fact that had set off a dramatic unraveling.
Of course.
What would you be doing for me if you knew?
I'm trying to flip the script right now. What would you be doing for me as a married man?
I see you had some drinks. Hey, look, man.
This is a man that was at the hospital when our son was born. He's been giving me money to help support our child. But yet here he is in front of his friends acting as if he has no idea who I am. I don't know whether to laugh or cry.
I was going to do the masquerade thing. I'm not here to be blamed for but I'm out of here.
I already knew you was going to do this.
Kirk did something that cannot be forgiven. She replied in a kind but strong tone. In addition to me, he had betrayed his own family, who had placed a great deal of trust in him. He went above and beyond what I could have imagined. Those who heard the statements pondered how such a thing could happen in a family, and the words stuck in their thoughts. The answers to the issue of how a husband, father, or man could have done such a horrible thing had been hidden behind layers of fear and remorse. But as is so often the case, the truth had emerged. When the ex-wife revealed in her interview that Rasheeda, Kirk's wife, had known about the scenario from the beginning, nobody was prepared. Just as shocking as the actual discovery was the notion that Rasheeda had some knowledge of her husband's actions. Even after it became clear what Kirk had done, Rasheeda remained to protect him, even though she knew that Kirk's ex-wife might not have told her everything that was going on.